making a salad. And I like to call this a fly by the seat of your pants salad because I'm using the ingredients that I already have in my fridge and in my cupboard. So, and I really think that it's important to use what you have and not waste food. I'm going to teach you how to make a low-fat salad dressing with zucchini instead of olive oil to give it body, and I'll use a little bit of avocado in it. So there'll be a kind of sweet salad dressing that's low-fat, and the base of the salad is going to be kale, this curly kale. And I will show you the ingredients now so you can see everything that's going to go into it before I go ahead and show you what to do with the ingredients. So we have the curly kale, we have broccoli that I chopped into little pieces, and what I like to do with the broccoli is I put a little lemon juice and salt, and it kind of gives it a little bit, it breaks it down and makes it a little bit easier to digest. So that'll sit there for a little while. I juiced lemons. I have avocado that I'm going to put on top of the salad. I have pine nuts, which will be nice, get a little bit of fat. And I cut up dried black mission figs, some scallions. This avocado is going to be dedicated to the salad dressing, as is this lemon juice, this honey. You can use any honey or dates to make it a little bit sweet. We'll see how that goes. Like I said, I'm just doing this off the cuff. And this is the zucchini, 2 little zucchinis, so that this is a nice way. Zucchini is an excellent way to get body of a salad dressing without too much fat. And I have some water as the base. I pulled out some garlic powder, some onion powder, a little bit of white pepper, and a little bit of cayenne for some kick. So here we go. We're going to wing it together, and I hope it turns out good. I have a feeling it will. So I'm going to put in a little bit of water, maybe a cup, 3/4 of a cup. The zucchini is going to go in, and maybe I'll do a little bit less. You could always add more. And avocado always goes last because the avocado will make things frothy if blended too long. So we have lemon juice. We'll put a little bit of salt in. And when I say a little bit, it could be 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon, and then you adjust it to your taste. That's the thing. I'm going to put in some honey. This one happens to be raspberry flavored. Use whatever honey you like. Because with the figs and the pine nuts, a little bit of honey is going to make it very, a nice balance. And the kale's bitter, so I do like to add a little bit of nuts like pine nuts and avocado to balance it out, and a little bit of sweet along with the lemon. So we have a lot of balancing flavors. I just need I need a towel. Okay, so that was that. I'll put in some of the powders, and that was like 1/2 teaspoon of garlic, a little bit of white pepper, 1/4 teaspoon, and a little bit of onion powder, not much, 1/4 teaspoon. Seems like that, maybe a little bit less. And I'll add the cayenne last, and the avocado and the cayenne are going to go last. So I'm about to blend, everybody. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, everybody, I just blended, and I've decided I added a little bit more salt, and now it's time to add the avocado and the cayenne. So we'll do a little bit of the cayenne. That's a lot. It's going to have a little bit of a kick, and I'm going to make it creamy with 1/2 of an avocado. If I want more, I can always add more. You can always add fat. It's very easy to make things taste good with a little bit more fat. So here we go. Oops. There we go. It's funny, you know, you can't really properly taste this. I'm going to taste the salad dressing on the back of my hand. It's delicious. It's perfect. It's light. It's low fat, and I'm pleased. The way to really test salad dressing, though, is to take a piece of the lettuce or an ingredient that's in the salad and dip it in there. What you're going to see what I'm doing with this kale, this is really important. I pulled the kale off of the stem, and to eat it like this, it's hard to digest. So what I do is I take my fingers and I gently massage. I don't want to really bruise it, but you gently massage each piece of kale You could do it quickly and not worry. You can kind of bunch it if you're in a hurry, but the proper way to do it is just to take your fingers and rub it like this. So you're kind of breaking down the enzymes so it's easier for your body to digest. So it goes from this whitish color to a little more green. Lemon juice and salt will do the same thing. You can give it a little marinade. So what I'll do is I take a little piece of the lettuce and dip it in and try it. It's delicious. I might add more avocado to it. I'm going to decide as I go. I don't know. I feel like a little bit more fat would be good, and maybe a little more garlic. So that's going to be the dressing. So I taught you how to massage the kale, and basically I think I need to do that before I assemble. So I'm going to come back in a second after all the kale is massaged, and we will assemble the whole thing and see how it tastes. There is one more thing I want to tell you, because I always like to share what I'm drinking and little tidbits of how I stay super healthy. This is alkaline water, and I added a little bit of fulvic acid. And fulvic acid is an amazing antioxidant. It's one of the most powerful detoxifiers. So I add a little bit of this to my water, and I add a little bit of chocolate stevia. And it tastes delicious, it's hydrating, it helps me get my water down and detoxify. I'm trying to stay hydrated. It's really with all this preparing of raw food and making juices, sometimes we forget to drink enough water. So I'll be back in a second after everything's massaged. So I added some more avocado to the dressing. You can or cannot, you don't have to. I wanted it a little bit creamier. So it just has one avocado in here. Then some ingredients that I've just added to the salad, or I'm going to add some surprise ingredients, are fresh parsley, and then I have some Persian cucumbers and the mung beans. These mung beans are really exciting, and I really want to get into a whole mung bean sprout thing with you guys, because mung beans are a way to grow a garden right by your kitchen sink. Now this is a sprouting jar with a lid where you can drain out the water. Basically, we added up to here with the dried mung beans, up to about here with water. After you soak it overnight, and the next day you drain it, you turn it upside down and drain it in the sink. And then what you do is you rinse it again, drain it, and you set it on its side, on an angle like this, draining on a one of those dish racks. So it's on an angle, and then you do it again the next day. You just give it a good rinse and drain it out and let the air get into it. And they grow these little tails, and they're so full of life. They're amazing. They're just amazing things filled with protein and life force, life energy. So this is a really, really important thing for those of you who can't get organic produce or can't get really affordable organic produce. Sprouting is a really affordable thing to do to get a lot of power for your money. So this, we'll be covering this more in the future. So I have all of this. This kale looks gorgeous. It's been massaged, and now I'm going to add all of the ingredients. I'm going to add the parsley, and I'm going to add the broccoli, and I'm going to add the cucumbers and the pine nuts and the figs that I sliced. You can use raisins, you can use cranberries, and I'm going to add some mung beans. It's going to be a huge salad. Okay, and then I will, I'm going to mix it with my hands, they're very clean, and give it a little bit of a turn. And then you can go ahead and plate this in a bowl for your guests or for yourself, and then pour the dressing on top. What I like to do is give the dressing in a big bowl and mix it all together so it's just all covered. It's really your preference. So, and the avocado I add last. Here's the scallions too. So that's that. And what do you say? I'm going to go mix it all together. So the important thing, it's so creamy and delicious, this almost looks like a dip as well. So the important thing to remember, everybody, is to have fun, use what you have, don't waste. Oh, I saved the kale, when I peeled it off the stem, you save the kale in a little bag, and you can use it for your juice the next morning. which is a really good idea. You just make, okay everybody, I am back and the salad is amazing. And after you put it all together, then you please, before you serve it to yourself or someone else, give it a taste. And sometimes it might need a flavor balancer. So I'm gonna add some more honey because a little honey is gonna just, if I had dried cranberries or dried raisins, I would put raisins in, but I have some honey and I'm gonna just add to the sweetness a little bit. And it's delicious. I think you're really gonna be happy with it. So that's the honey, and now I'm gonna use these hands, these handy hands. At home you can do this with your hands, but if you're serving someone, it's really nice to do it this way. You just give them a nice big bowl. And then for an extra treat, I want to show you something really nice that I do. Add some color. This is the sauerkraut that was made a couple weeks ago. It's just about all gone. So I'm about to make another batch tomorrow and I'm going to show you that video. It's going to be different. But this is the pink sauerkraut. I want to show you how pretty it looks when you just put a dollop of that on top and then some more of the avocado. So you have avocado. You know what's also a really nice thing? I just want to show you one more thing and then I'm done. This is really, really exciting. See, this is what I do is I create as I go, and that's just the way it is. That's why I don't always have recipes, but you guys can grab a pen every time you see a video and just start writing. This is wild crafted dulse. It's seaweed. And it's kind of hard when you kind of peel it apart, but when you mix up your salad and mix it up, it gets softer and it'll be like a chewy consistency that gives salt and it adds iodine, and it's just so very good for you. So add as much of that as you want in. It's kind of like purpley when you look through it, and you just tear off the pieces, and a little extra time in this, you're gonna love it. So that's it. I think that's this exciting fly by the seat of your pants salad. I hope you enjoyed the creativity in the kitchen today, and I will see you guys later. Get your greens on.